did actually make a death mask of her face to
Jesus
keep
Christ,
for
man.
himself.
You love your masks, hey?
Yeah, it just seemed to be a bit
what
of
is
a trend.
a death mask?
It's like a cast of someone's face when they die.
Like a Somerset
Yes,
Park
a
man.
little bit like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Wow.
Not
But like a modern day-
necessarily
well, that's
made
not even
into a
modern, is it?
bust, but
Yeah.
it's still a mask of that person's
Wow.
face, before they start to
It's okay.
fall apart. Okay. So he immediately began a nightly ritual of visiting her tomb. But instead of being normal, he unlocks Elena's tomb and sits with her on the inside of it.
He sounds like a crushed man.
I don't know. Like,
He's
you
done a
mean?
lot
like a
for
weird
it.
man.
He's done a lot for it. He might be fucked up.
I
but
think
he
he's a
clearly
bit delusional
was, like,
personally,
obsessed.
but we'll get. You can make your mind up. We'll get there. And
Stalker on another level.
You decide whether he's crushed or just insane.
Both.
So he would inject her with formaldehyde via an incubator tank he kept inside the mausoleum.
Is that
he
to
would
like
do this
mummify or?
to keep preserve.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's to preserve.
Oh my God.
Sasha. What do you search in Google?
I already knew about that. I don't search. I already know. Like I have a general idea, and if I don't know the name, I'll just
Encyclopedic
type in,
mind for
a
fucked up shit.
sentence, and it'll pop up, and I find it. Tanzler reportedly said that Elena's spirit would come to him when he would sit by her casket
Because he was very spiritual, wasn't he?
because he's.
Well, what if it did?
Well,
What if
we'll
we're
never
the
know.
crazy ones?
Well,
Well, if he's the same one, we're pretty fucked.
I often
We are
believe in this era that a lot of people that were in asylums did actually have, if you believe in that,
If you
sort
believe
of
in the
stuff,
spiritual side of things, they actually
were
did.
gifted like that.
But they-
Like I keep going on about all this science shit, it doesn't seem like it has to be a spiritual thing. Like the deeper science gets, the more they're like fucking everything could have a consciousness and
Yeah.
extra dimensions and shit. The realms might be
but
thin
also
in
in
some
this
spots.
time they would be, I don't know if it was necessarily this time, it had been earlier, but they would put women in insane asylums because they were like hysterical and things,
Well, and
Yeah, but
shit
that's
like
just
that.
fucking, yeah.
A lot of autistic people.
Yeah, people that they didn't understand,
Yeah.
or people that they thought were
Were just put in the
Smart
Just-
autistic
yeah.
people were like the nerds, the stereotypical nerds, and the other ones were just crazy weirdos.
So her spirit would come to him when he would sit by her casket, and he would watch Elena's spirit serenade her own corpse with a favourite Spanish song. He also said that she would
Told you
often...
serenation was going to happen. I fucking told you. Feel it.
He also said that she would often tell him to take her from the grave.
Take
Well,
her?
you're gonna say
What do you mean,
from
take
behind.
her? Yeah.
I don't know, take
Take
her
me.
as... Not take...
Take me
no.
Like to move her from where she
Like
is.
she didn't want it, like she's attached to where her body is and she doesn't want to be there anymore. Like, oh, I'm happy you come and visit me every day, but it's not enough. I don't want to be here. That's the way I took that.
So like she's locked in her
You'll see why.
little body cell.
Because if that's not creepy enough, after 2 years, he was still visiting her daily. But one night, he decided...
Look, I've been courting you for 2 years.
It's time to put out, motherfucker.
Time to put out. Is that what you just said? I don't know why I found that so funny. So he decided to remove Elena's body from its casket. He put her in a toy wagon and towed her away in the dark to his own home.
Oh my god. Imagine she's just walking down the park.
In a toy wagon.
It's like you'd be with your kids like, do you want to go to the graveyard? We can have a look around at midnight. And there's some cunt fucking with a body and a
I'm just
fucking...
picturing this green man with this little
my
red car.
God.
Yeah, exactly.
Just pulling her.
Me too.
Oh.
Yeah.